Heyo, it's Crossover Nerd. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I've been going through a lot of personal stuff, but today I thought I'd be bold and try something new. I'm still working on my fan fiction, but I'm taking a break from writing for a bit. And before I post any more videos of that, I thought I'd try something new as recommended by a friend. Today I'm going to show you how you can play an old favorite from 2009 called Fusion Fall. It was an online multiplayer game created and released by Cartoon Network, and that's for those of you who still remember that game. But for those of you who have no clue what I'm talking about, it's basically an online game where you create your own character and then you can basically play in the Cartoon Network universe. And the overall story of the game is you're basically trying to help the all the classic 90s Cartoon Network characters fight off a alien race called fusions that are basically trying to invade their planet and fuse it with theirs, led by their leader called Fuse. And this is since the game is actually no longer available online, you can actually download your own file version for your computer through the Open Fusion Discord page, which provides that link right here in Git Open Fusion in an Open Fusion project, Open Fusion, under the file and coding site called GitHub. And now I should mention there are like 3 versions of the game currently. There's Original, Academy. Those of you who remember, those were the versions we grew up with. And those who don't, they're basically where you can play the original game and a slightly upgraded version, which I will show in the next video. And the third one is called Fusion Fall Retro, which is the newest version, which I will also show in a later video. Today, I will make a long story short, and I will show you the first game, which I should explain how you get it, how you find it. Once you download the file through GitHub, you next make sure to look for a file titled Open Fusion Client 1.5.1, and then you select Open Fusion Client and be sure to select Extract All, otherwise you won't get anything. Then, once you do, you select this specific one here that's sorry, too close. That says Open Fusion Client. And once you do, that's how you get this. And once you get that, you can click on Open Fusion Public Server Original if you want to start the original game, or Open Fusion Public Server Academy, which is the version that came after. Today we'll be going with Open Fusion Public Server Original. Next we clicked Connect. And it's loading. I should explain that in this game, it originally starts that our job is to help Dexter with the time travel experiment, which is, as we recall, his Dee Dee, his rather stupid sister, as Dexter liked to call her. But for the new generation, we'll just see her as silly. She messes it up, basically. Next, I must create a username account. Since I lost this some time ago, I have to restart it. Restart. So I will do the smart thing and hit register, which is unimplemented. Oh dear. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Let, let me try something. Oops. This was my very first login info. Probably might not still work. We'll see. It does! How silly of me, of course.
Hello?
Get ready.
It's I, Dexter. Can you hear me in there? Thank you for volunteering for this important time travel experiment. I'm going to need you to input your profile into the system before we begin. Stand by and I'll bring it up on your monitor.
This is the part where we get to create our avatars. I think I'll bring back the one that I created a long time ago. Which is gonna take forever, so I'll... No, you know what? That's part of the fun. So many names. You can either name yourself after an original Cartoon Network character, or you could be creative, like I want to be, and come up with your own name. I'll show you how. I should also explain why Dexter looks so weird. It's because the brilliant minds that originally created this game, they decided to up the to age our favorite characters, so they're preteens or teenagers if you want to count Ben. But anyway, Dexter's a little older, and the character behind him is basically the character from the fan-made Dexter's Laboratory episode, Computress. But the brilliant minds at Cartoon Network decided to make her better and cooler, and I think they succeeded. Anyway, here's the first part of my character name, Samurai. The next half is Vaughn. And finally, Wise. Samurai Von Wise. That was me. Oh dear. Try another character name. Well, I guess as it's like they say, there are some things that change, and the more things change. So I'll have to be creative. Let's try random. Zan Flastaf bread. Let's see if we can't change that a bit. Zan. Evil. Zen Evil Carnate. I kind of like that. Let's see. There we go. And here is the the character creation center. My name may not be able to stay the same, but I will change a couple of things. My skin color for nope, too dark. I wish I had that skin color, but I don't. Oops. Well, oh well. No. Actually, this was how my previous avatar looked. Skin tone wise, I should say. Let's see. Here you can actually change your size. Something you couldn't do before, but now you can. Oop. And you can change a lot of things. I've always been well, I like light, so I'll keep it that. Let's see now. For the hair. Last time I went with white, so I'll keep that. I actually went with dreadlocks, which were more my thing back. Which is always a hairstyle I always wanted. I'll keep the thin brow, and regrettably they don't have my proper eye color. Oh wait, they do. How silly of me. Next, I'll go ahead and recreate the outfit that I first had when I first played. There. And now, back to the story.
Excellent. Bioscan is complete. Let's make sure your communicator is functioning.
All communication systems are functional, Dexter. I will be able to reconnect with the volunteer upon arrival in the future.
Affirmative. All right, I'm powering up the main engine now. You may feel a little bump. Wow, are you seeing these readings? A fine day for science indeed.
Uh-oh.
Prepare for launch.
Ooh,
3,
what does this
2,
button do?
1.
Didn't know! Hang on, here we go. And here...
Error. You have been sent much farther into the future than Dexter intended.
Watch out!
The Powerpuff Girls, number 1 and Dexter. And Samurai Jack, who could forget him? And those are the fusions we had to fight.
Holy cannoli, where did you come from?
Not now, number 5. We gotta move. Follow us.
Here we go through the training tutorial, which you'll see in a bit.
Initiate training. Please move the mouse to the right to look at the marker. Good. Now move the mouse to the left to look at the next marker. Excellent. Now push the mouse forward to look up.
You could use arrows or a mouse.
Very good. Now pull the mouse back to look down. Use the W, A, S, and D keys to move. You may also use the arrow keys.
Told you.
To move forward, press and hold the W key. Good. To move backwards, press and hold the S key.
Or in my case, use the forward and backward arrows.
Very good. While moving, you can steer left and right by using the mouse. Try holding down the W key to run while steering with the mouse.
Or in this case, use the left and right keys. Arrow keys, I should say.
Excellent. You can also move side to side by using the A and D keys. Now move to the marker near the ledge. To jump, press the space bar. To jump forward, hold the W key while jumping. Please jump onto this ledge to join Ben and number 5.
Here we go.
Oh. Look! It's a bunch of fusion spawns. You get those, we'll handle this guy.
Here, take this weapon.
To attack, you must first target your enemy. To fire at your target, click the left mouse button. Hold the left mouse button down for continuous fire. You can also use the Z key to attack.
Watch what happens when I use the Z key.
You can tell how much damage you are doing by looking at your target's health bar at the top of your screen.
Here we are about to get a full explanation from Ben
Nice
and
one,
number
guys.
5.
Those creeps turn back into fusion matter when you beat them. Make sure you collect as much as you can. It's real important stuff.
You will automatically collect fusion matter from defeated enemies. The amount of fusion matter you have is displayed in your fusion matter meter. As you defeat more enemies, your fusion matter meter will continue to fill up. Warning, more hostiles incoming.
We got more company. It's a Cyberus. Let's take it down.
Damage to you is indicated on your health bar. If your health reaches 0, you will be knocked out.
As computers explained, you gotta be careful. Otherwise you'll have to restart. And that's a
By the
pain.
way, you know, I just realized who you are. You're the kid from the past Dexter told us about. Well, you're in a world of trouble now. Look up in the sky. That's Planet Fusion, ruled by some nasty guy named Fuse. Fuse has covered the world with gross green goo, and those disgusting fusion spawns are wrecking everything.
Fuse's monsters have evolved and adapted to our planet. You should see some of them. They use things called terrafusers to infect everything with goo. If the infection gets bad enough, Planet Fusion will absorb our world. Now that you're up to speed, can you go help number 2? We gotta go help the others.
And
I need some
now,
help with a super important mission. Report to me right away.
Your
that,
communicator comes with a built-in minimap. It will show you how to reach number 2. You are the marker in the center of the minimap. The red marker on the minimap is number 2. As you move, check your minimap to make sure that you are going in the right direction. Note that you may need to go around large objects, like buildings, to reach your target.
so now we get to go see number 2 to help him with a problem. As you can see, because of Lord Fuse and Planet Fusion, all of the world is turning into a
Check your minimap to make sure that you are going in the right direction.
pre-
Note that you may need to go around large objects, like buildings, to reach your target.
computers' explanations come in handy along the way. Right now, I just felt like showing you basically what's happened in the distant future, where we're basically in a toxic war zone, as you can see.
Look for the glowing energy rings to help you find number 2.
There's old Hoagie Gilligan
to talk to
himself.
number 2, get close to him and center him in your screen. A talk symbol will appear. Then, click the left mouse button. Characters with a mission for you will have a floating exclamation mark over their heads. A character's available missions will display in a mission menu. Select number 2's mission, Transmitter Critters, to continue.
This attack was no accident. An oil ogre is using a transmitter to broadcast our position. We need to find that monster and get that transmitter. You ready?
To accept the mission from number 2, click the Accept Mission button at the bottom of your screen.
You have the option to accept some missions or decline them if they sound too hard or no fun. But since this is basically the first level of the game, you have to accept this
To
one,
exit the mission menu, click the Close button.
or you won't get any further.
The mission's current objective is displayed on your screen. Your first task is to defeat the oil ogre that stole the transmitter. Use your minimap to locate your target.
No problem. And here we go, following the map. It basically tells us to go forward a little. You get the idea. No explanations necessary. There's the oil ogre. Now we.
Nice work! Bring that transmitter back to me.
Since you have completed your first task, your mission journal has updated. To open your mission journal, press the Enter key to access the main menu on the right side of your screen. Then select Journal.
Like the AI says.
Your mission journal contains information on all your missions. It tells you who gave you the mission. It tells you what you need to do. It also tells you the reward you will receive once you complete the mission. Click the X in the upper right corner of your screen to close the journal. Your new task is to deliver the transmitter to number 2. Note that your current objective has been updated and a new red marker has been set to number 2. Click on number 2 to talk to him and update your mission.
You can use the left mouse button or the Z or the keyboard shortcuts like the Z key.
Characters with a mission to update will have a floating question mark over their heads. To update the mission, Transmitter Critters, select it from the mission menu. To accept your reward, click the Complete Mission button at the bottom of your screen. Click the Close button to exit the mission menu.
You're ready for Nano.
Here
I
we
need your
go.
help.
The
I
best.
think Dexter's in trouble.
Congratulations! By successfully completing the mission from number 2, you have filled up your fusion matter meter. When this meter fills up, you will automatically receive a new nano mission. Completing nano missions will reward you with new nanos. Every nano you collect will give you more powers and make you stronger.
Now we have to find Buttercup and talk to her. And it looks like here she is. There's our favorite Powerpuff wild card.
Select Buttercup's mission, a fusion matter, to continue.
Dexter has disappeared. You've got to see if he's in the infected zone. I'll check out here. There's no time to lose.
Click the Close button on the mission page.
The most infected areas on the planet are called infected zones. Thanks to Fuse's terrafuser machines, fusion matter is totally out of control inside. Good thing Dexter set up energy shields to contain the infection.
Your new task is to enter the infected zone to find Dexter. You can enter infected zones using warp gates. To use the warp gate, target the blue deck spot attendant and click on it.
How are you doing today?
Deck spots come from Dexter's company in this game, which has its competitor led by Mandark with his Mandroids. But deck spots are cooler, I think.
I'm trapped in Fusion Buttercup's lair. Quickly, find the fusion portal.
Use the floating platforms to get across this dangerous pit of fusion matter to reach the fusion portal.
Like Buttercup said, the ground is way too dangerous to stand on, so you have to use platforms to get across. Or if you step on the ground or fall in the ooze, your character gets
You can
painful.
enter a fusion portal the same way you enter a warp gate. First, select the fusion portal's alien tentacles.
That's how you enter the portal. If you get zapped by fusion matter too many times, you have to be respawned by a resurrectum portal, courtesy of Grimm.
Now, click the warp button to enter Fusion Buttercup's lair.
Here we go.
Thank goodness you made it. I am over here. Come talk to me. Hurry!
And there's Dexter himself.
Select a fusion matter to continue.
It is you! I knew we would meet again. My stupid sister messed up the time jump sequence and destroyed the time capsule. We need to get you back to the past so you can save our world. Fusion Buttercup is in the next room. We must stop her before she can cause any more damage. Fusions are dark, twisted versions of this planet's heroes, created by Fuse himself. They are extremely dangerous, but I think you can handle it. Are you ready? Let's go!
There will be times where you get to team up with the Cartoon Network hero to win a battle. Like right now, we have to help Dexter fight Fusion Buttercup. And boy, is she nasty. But they're all like that. It's not just one specific fusion, but I thought I'd point that out. Just to be funny. And there's our first Nano.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations. You have made your first nano. Like fusions, nanos are made of fusion matter. You have used the fusion matter you collected in your fusion matter meter to create Nano Buttercup. Don't be discouraged by her size. She may be small, but she is powerful.
Your communicator is now a nanocom. It has the ability to store up to 3 nanos.
Whoa! That does not sound good. You can escape the Dex Labs using the warp gate I have set up. I must search this area and make sure Fusion Buttercup did not steal anything from my headquarters.
Go to the warp gate to exit the area. To use the warp gate, target the blue Dex Spot attendant and click on it.
Please excuse the calendar reminder. I'll get rid of that. Now, back to the game.
Hello, and how are you doing today? And fine.
There's our way out of here. Tech Square is falling apart at the seams.
We can't hold Tech Square anymore. Get to the scamper. Hurry!
We better hurry or we're going down with this. Company.
Nanos have powers that they can use to help you in battle. To summon your Buttercup Nano, press 1 on your keyboard. To use Buttercup's power, click the right mouse button when your Buttercup Nano is active. You can also use the X key.
Watch.
Buttercup's power will stun your enemies. Target the tech wing in front of you and click the right mouse button to stun it. Now that your enemy is stunned, you can get to the scamper safely.
But I was just getting started.
Let's get out of here.
You did great, but it looks like Buttercup and the rest weren't able to handle those other terrafusers in time. Dexter says we gotta find Mandark so we can rebuild the time machine and send you back to the past. Let's get out of here. Despite our best efforts, Tech Square has been lost. But this war is not over yet. Not by a long shot. Our time-traveling friend here is just the hero we need. Between Mandark and number 2, I am sure you will be able to rebuild my time capsule. Don't worry about me. I will be fine. Get back to Sector V and to safety. Dexter, out. All right, everyone. Next stop, Hero Square, Sector V.
And that was the first level of the game, and you're about to see how level 2 works. Well, actually, that was level 0.
Missions online.
Of course. I'll show you how to access the messages from Computress or other characters. Go to email. It says, after your disastrous time jump, parts of Dexter's time machine were irreparable. However, I believe we will be able to acquire suitable materials to make the time machine functional again. Speak to number 2 in the treehouse platform. He is the technology officer for the kids next door and will be able to assist you. Signed, Computress. That is the first of our level 1 mission, the first of our missions here in the future, which is all about getting back to the past. So like she says, we better go talk to number 2.
Want a mission?
Specific missions will look different from one another. General missions won't have anything specific next to them. In this one, because it's a story-based mission, it has a strange infinity symbol, which I assume has to do with time travel. But more to the point, this is the next mission we need to take from number 2. We're going to send you back to the past. I mean, if we're going to send you back to the past, we got to get this time machine running. All you got to do is collect some 2x4s, and we'll be on our way. Sounds simple enough. But nothing is really simple. So we have to fight monsters along the way. Otherwise, it wouldn't be much fun if it wasn't challenging. Basically, we're following the map to where the arrow points, which is what, as Computers explained, it's how you get around, find your mission destinations in the game. Let's see if we can jump over the house. Too bad it's sinking in the ground. But once we get back to the past, none of this will happen, hopefully. Here we go. The first 2x4 we need. Oops. Never mind. There we go.
Hey, it's number 2.
He says, good work, but we need more. Some shock tanglers stole some. That's a type of monster fusion we're going to be fighting. So we got to get it back and get that 2x4s back. The first out of 3. And these are shock tanglers. If in missions like this, you had to fight the monsters to figure out which ones took them. That one didn't have the 2x4. This one, perhaps? It did. Good. One more. Nope, not that guy. Oh, dear. Now you get a chance to see how resurrectums work. Voila! When I first played this, I didn't think nanos were necessary, or were rather more of a way of cheating in the game. But since the game came back, I came to realize how helpful nanos really are. So I think in order to defeat the shock tanglers, I'll use my Buttercup Nano, which will make things a lot easier.
Who's first? Attention.
Bingo. Now we get to...
Later.
Great. I think that's enough. Bring those 2x4s back to me and I'll get to work. Back to number 2. Or should I say hoagie. For those of you who will be giggling and number 2's name, cut it out. Show some respect to our favorite cartoon characters.
Want a mission?
Yes, it's spelled wrong, I know. But that's how it was the kids next door pronounced their numbers in the show. It's supposed to be funny, I think. And look at that. We even get a sword out of the deal. Number 2's mission summary says, I can use these 2x4s to rebuild the time machine for you, but there is something else missing. After you get your number 2 nano, talk to number 5. She might know where you can find another of the missing pieces. Complete mission. This is great, but I'm afraid we're still missing something. The time machine needs more parts.
See you next time.
So it'll likely be a while before, if I remember correctly, it'll be a while before we can talk to number 5 for our next nano mission and to get the necessary parts to get the time machine working. This is the Dexbot portal to the time lab, which we can't access now. In the meantime, this is where side missions come in handy. So, as you saw before, Computress has something we can do. So we'll go ahead and see what she needs. I should explain. Up ahead is a tribute to all the mission guide characters that you get to choose from once you travel back in time. You get to choose between Dexter, Ben 10, Blue Regard Q Kazoo, Double D, or one of my personal favorites. I'll show you here. Gotta adjust. Hang on. Mojo Jojo. You get to do villain missions with him. With Double D, you're looking for candy treasure. Blue, I don't know. Ben, it's alien-related missions with plumbers. With Dexter, it's finding lost heroes. But that's all when we get back in the past. More on that later.
Do you require a mission?
I am relieved to see that you escaped Tech Square unharmed. You won't get much rest, I'm afraid. Fuse's minions have attacked the treehouse and toppled it. Which means we have to fix it.
Best of luck. Goodbye.
Let's go protect the kids next door treehouse, shall we? These little guys are the fusion spawns.
Communications online.
Computers is explained, there are many fusion spawns in this area. Please defeat 3 of them. Just one more to go. Voila!
Communications online.
You have recovered a gravity decelerator. Please return it to me. That must be part of what helps the treehouse hover in the past.
Do you require a mission?
We will need the gravity decelerator brought back online immediately to restore the treehouse. It is to its previous state. It was a heroic effort on your part. Thank you.
Mission accomplished.
Good work. This gravity decelerator was stolen from the treehouse's anti-grav projector. It was manufactured by Mandark Industries.
Signing off.
I should also show you where you can access some of the cool stuff you get by defeating monsters or completing missions. You access My Stuff in your menu, and here you discover you get cool crates that you can open, and you can apply any weapons you have. I'm a bit of a sword guy myself. I think I'll try with, but they're the same level, so I'll stick with the lightning gun as it's actually called, for a bit before switching. For now, I'm not much of a mask person. Maybe I'll save that. You can also trade stuff you don't really want that someone else might want. In the meantime, let's see what's in our crates that we got. This one is based off of Halloween, because Halloween happened recently. So let's see. Ooh, webhead. Sticky webbing may not have too many fashion applications, but it sure looks creepy. That's if you want to look scary for Halloween. Or just scary in general, if that's your thing. Let's see what's in this one. A chicken hat. But you can't. There are some things you can't access until you're a certain level. The chicken hat is one example. We can't access it till we're level 5. I think I'll hold on to that. It may look silly, but it could be fun. Some things you can do in here that you can't do in reality are part of the fun. What I mean is, you can wear certain stuff you normally wouldn't wear in reality. It also helps for those of us, in my case, are gender fluid, who want to look more feminine. But for those of you, I'm showing you my avatar as a male for the time being, until I decide to change it. Anyway, let's see what's in the level 1 crate. Just a basic boy's tee. Yeah, I might hold on to that in case I get bored with my current shirt. And let's see what's in this one. Ooh, basic berserker tee. Roll sleeve tee for relaxed exploration. Also great for high pressure battle situations. Maybe I'll put that on the back burner for a while. Since the fusion matter meter is almost full, I should probably continue with Computress so we can get our next nano mission from number 5.
Do you require a mission?
We'll go Shock and Ow. This cape will definitely complete the look with the jet ray mask. There are fusions in this area that want to destroy the treehouse. My bad. We must assist the kids next door in boosting their defenses. Shall we proceed? Yes, we shall.
Mission accepted. Goodbye. Greetings.
Try out the jump pads. Try out the jump pads. They are a fun way to travel, or you can be boring and use the bridges, is what Computress said. Back to the treehouse. Let's give the jump pads a try. Jumping is pretty fun, in my book. It's also a good way to exercise. No jump pad here. Ah, there's one on the other side. Silly me. Whoop, gotta walk. Some places you don't want to fall or step in, as you can see. That's what happens if you step in toxic fusion matter on the ground. Jumping is, in most games you can fly. Not in Fusion Fall, but jumping is a close second. But jumping is still fun, is what I should say. Oh, almost forgot. Here's Coke and Egger styled after Coco. I think you can guess why. You can get cool stuff from her. From these machines, I should say. And you can also pick up some random eggs Coco dropped all around that make you run fast, jump high, or get upgrades for your nano. Let's see what we can get in. Course. This is a good lesson here. We don't have enough taros, which is the game's currency, to get any of these cool eggs at the moment. As we play, we might. I should say yes, as we play, we do get more. For now, I don't have enough. I only have 216 taros. So, on with the mission. I've missed that sound. I bet a lot of you have too.
Want a mission?
Hey, you're back. There's trouble around here. Fusion number 2 has ordered the shock tanglers in Sector V to steal energy from the treehouse. We need to get it back. Here we go.
Waiting.
We gotta protect the Sector V treehouse. You can't really use sliders or jump currently, or from the treehouse. Actually, you can. You can use the bridge like computer suggested, or you could jump. Find the spawning ground. That's where fusions come back. That's where fusions are created. The shock tanglers are spawning in this area. Go get them. Gotta destroy 3 of them to get energy cubes back. Let's see. Does this one have an energy cube? Oh, we upgraded so we can get our next nano. But that can wait. One more shock tangler should do it. Nope. Oop. Like I said, oh, drat. Gotta be careful. Can always count on your nano to help you out of a jam. You don't always have to fight some of the fusions you see around. You could just walk by them and they'll ignore you. If you attack them, then they attack you. But if you're like me and you want to fight all of them, you could do that. For now, let's stick to our mission. Oh dear. When your nano says I'm low on energy or let's rest, that means you have to let them recharge for a while. So we'll have to take a break. We'll have to give Nano Buttercup a break. In the meantime, I got some life back, so I can take down the shock tanglers myself. Bingo! Great! You got all 3 energy cubes. Please bring them back to me. Here we go. Better stop this shock tangler so it doesn't get any funny ideas about attacking the treehouse. Here we go. Originally, it took time. Well, it still takes time to upgrade, to fill up your fusion matter meter to get to your next nano mission, but that's where the side missions come in. Like I said, so a little fast here because it is the first level of the game. And like in most first levels, it's supposed to be easy.
Want a mission?
Thanks for these. You really gave those monsters a jolt. Go see Computress. She's got something for you.
Bye for now.
For now, we go back to Computress to get our Jet Ray wing cape. Then we can go see number 5, or I should check my email for the nano mission to get specifics.
Do you require a mission?
You defeated the shock tanglers and recovered those energy cubes in short order. Well done. The KND have sent something called a thumbs up. If you're glued to your cell phone, you know what that means. Anyway, good work. Your skills are improving.
Signing off.
Next, we check our email for our next nano mission, which you can do by either hitting the letter P key on your keyboard, or like I showed you before, hit the enter button and go to email. Or not. I suppose there is another way. Can look at the messages, see what it said. There. Green. No. Guess not. Ah, here it is. Never mind. Cool. You're ready for a nano. Check in with number 108 in Hero Square. There we go. I almost went to the wrong place. So we find one of the many Kids Next Door operatives characters in the game that are non-playable. Or I should actually say in this case that someone you that are designed this same way you design your avatar. And here's number 108.
Are you looking for a mission?
Here we go. Fusion number 2 is hiding inside the infected training area. He'll send shock tanglers to ambush you. They have dangerous eruption attacks. Computers will send an email with more info.
Okay, goodbye.
So, I should have showed you. Sometimes if you get an email, it is indicated by here on your email, or you get a little indication on your fusion matter meter. For now, it says, subject, eruption attacks. Be advised that Fuse's monsters have some clever maneuvers at their disposal. An eruption attack sends a concentrated blast of fusion matter your way. If you see an eruption attacks target zone on the ground, move out of the target area quickly to avoid sustaining damage. Signed, Computress. Sensible. For now, it's off to the K&D infected training area. Sometimes on your little chat screen, you'll see comments from the characters around you in the game, and you can also talk to fellow players. Currently, I'm alone. That's because everyone's probably back in the present. Past, I should say. Time travel lingo. And here's our way inside the infected zone.
Please, come in.
We used to run practice drills here. Now you're on a fusion hunt. So we gotta find fusion number 2's lair.
Very nice weather we are having.
Once we do that, we'll get our number 2 nano.
Initiate war.
Stop that giggling. I know those of you out there think that's funny. And here we go. The reason I have to use all the crazy platforms is because the portal is basically on the other side, which I can't access over the wall. Or I could, but I don't have a powerful jumping nano yet. But for those of you who like doing it the fun way instead of the... And there you go. I'll stick with the platforms, thank you. But like I said, it works better if you have a jumping nano. For now, I don't, so I gotta use the platforms. Gotta be extra careful on these thin platforms here, otherwise you fall. Oops. And there's the portal. Down we go. Enter fusion number 2's lair. Here we go.
Hey, it's number 2.
Get the shock tanglers. Watch out for the eruption attacks on the ground. Thank you, number 2. This is where Buttercup could really come in handy. Looks like we have to defeat 4 of these guys to get to our target, fusion number 2. Oop, he got one last blast in, the jerk. I mean, the meanie. For those of you who are younger. Just one more to go. Though we'll have a few more along the way, but it's part of the mission.
You be feeding me.
Catch you later.
Good work. Now you need to defeat fusion number 2. I hate that guy. Hate's a strong word, so be careful how you use it. I think I'll take this opportunity to switch to equip my sword so I can switch between that and my gun, which you can do so by hitting the tab button on your keyboard. Now I've got the sword, so I'll try using that for a bit. Sometimes close range attacks are a bit better than distant. And it makes things go faster. I'm gonna have to back up a little bit. I'm a little low on energy, so once I recharge, I'll go after that shock tangler, then we'll get fusion number 2. These fusion spawns aren't really okay. They're part of what releases the fusion matter, but they're a safe place if you want to keep away from monsters. Oops. That was my bad. Waited too long. Buttercup has enough juice for now, so she can help. And there we go. Next, fusion number 2. Since he's in the air, I'll have to switch back to my rifle. Sorry, Buttercup. And we got him! He's cute. Here's where you can choose the power, his new power. I prefer fast feet, but then there's non-stop flight, which is actually a good shortcut to basically, it says, for fast feet, number 2 gives you a speed boost to run faster. Non-stop flight. Hoagie's pilot skills return your group to a safe spot in an infected zone. Then there's lunch money. Get bonus Taro rewards and watch your wallet get fatter. If only there were actual number 2 nanos in real life, the lunch money power would definitely help those of us who live paycheck to paycheck. But it only works in the game. I selected fast feed a long time ago. I think I'll go with lunch money this time. That should help.
Incoming message.
Ooh. Once we get out of here, we got a message from Computress. Here we go. Excuse me, got thirsty from all that talking. Now all we have to do is get back to the entrance. Or we could explore, but since we're in a hurry, well, first things first. Email. Talk to number 5 in Pokey Oaks North. She has learned about the existence of a critical device that should help number 2 repair Dexter's broken time machine. Good luck. Signed, Computress. That's our next mission, to help with repairing the time machine. Though we'll have a lot more, because you gotta be at level 5 in order to travel back to the past. Oops. Perhaps that wasn't such a smart idea. If you like this, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And give a nice comment if you have something nice to say. If not, don't bother. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all.
Hello, and how are you doing today? Prepare for transport.
For now, since this video is getting a little long, I'll go ahead and stop here. We'll continue this next time. For now, have a good one.